Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of First and Last. Actually, episode 150. Buzzers, and
Joe,
horns.
Just like a slow burning flame.
Yeah, I just set off
Sound.
a nuke.
It
Dang,
sounded
Joe.
like a puff of smoke. It was
It was in the
Real.
distance.
lackluster.
Hey, man. wait, did I miss my cue?
Oh, yeah, you did.
What
I
is
am
that?
Josh, and this week I am with Joe
Hey, man.
and Jimmy.
What's up, dogs?
I got too excited and said the episode number before I told everybody who you guys were. So,
That's more important.
apologies. What? Oh, the episode number?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, definitely. So yeah, that's it. That's it. Good.
That's
good
been
job.
our show.
Good job, everybody. Good job. For anybody that got really excited for whatever show Jimmy picked and started this podcast on episode 150,
Ugh.
Joe, what is this podcast about?
We take a TV show, like, for example, whatever show we're doing today, and then watch only the first episode and only the last episode. Nothing in between. We make some predictions about how we think the show is going to go by the end. And then at the end, we lament that it was either a clip show or a wedding or there were no aliens.
I'm going to go with two things. Number one, wedding at the end. Number two, Jimmy, normally I'd say something mean, but I think I'm going to like this show today. So, there. But, we'll find out. Only time will tell.
You never know.
Is Jimmy dead?
I don't know. I think we lost him.
What?
What happened? Oh, okay, he's back.
Am I dead? Did I die?
I don't know. It seemed like I was talking to you, and you were just sitting there on Skype,
what did
very still.
Oh, what? On Skype? What is this, like
Whatever we are on Zoom.
2005? When was Skype?
Skype still exists.
Sitting here
and
on chat roulette.
Ooh.
Yeah. God.
I have such painful memories of chat.
Here we are on Google Hangouts, right? Is that what the
that's
Google one is?
Thing? Google Duo?
So I was giving you somewhat of a giving you some niceties and saying I'm probably going to like the show. What show is it? Show is it?
Why do you say that?
I just assumed that you were going to pick a banger for 150.
I think I am.
We're just saving this one up.
I think it's one that I feel like you would have assumed we would have watched a long time ago.
Man, I was thinking about shows the other day, going through all the ones we've done, and I'm like, man, I still have a lot of different shows on my short list.
Ooh, yeah.
I'm
not
all
really
out
a
of
short-
ideas.
You're out?
I have no more ideas. Every time we do this and it's my turn to pick a show, I'm scrambling in the 5 minutes after we've already started the chat.
Yeah, no, I've been pleasantly impressed with the fact that I'm we're at 150 and I still have at least 10 just pretty much shows that I think I've had since the start that we haven't even done.
Yeah.
Some of them because they're hard to find,
That's
hard to get a hold of.
That's true. I have a long short list that I just check periodically to see all the streamings if it's somewhere.
One day Hercules and Xena will be on streaming and we will watch them. But what show did you pick for us today?
Picked. Do you have any idea?
So you think it's one we should have done already?
Yeah, for sure.
And it's one. Do you would any one of us have picked it?
I think it.
Have you
came
picked it
up-
already?
Probably not. You probably would not have picked it, but I think it came up when we did the shows of the decade, our top 10s.
Jimmy, we doing Sons of Anarchy again.
Yeah,
We did it like
started
3
with
weeks ago.
I mean, have you
Jesus.
watched the second episode yet? Because
No, Jimmy, I haven't.
have
I
you
already
watched
know.
the second episode of Schitt's Creek yet?
No,
We are gonna
But
pause
in all
this
fairness,
podcast.
But in all fairness, for both of those shows, I pretty much explicitly said I'm probably not going to watch more.
God, you're missing
And
out.
I had seen like the first season or two of Sons of Anarchy.
Yeah.
And now that I know that he's Jesus, I'm fine. It's good. We're
Yeah.
done.
You've read the Bible, so you know how it goes.
that does put a whole new spin on that show. It's like when you watch The Matrix.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, so we're gonna watch Gotham.
Oh,
Goddamn.
yeah. I mean, yeah, okay. Here's the deal. If
Goddamn.
it was like pick just a very true to form Jimmy show, then I would have been like, that's probably a DC show. Also, we really haven't done any of those at all.
Man, I didn't know that this show was done.
Yeah, it ended last a spring a year ago, so we could have done it this whole last year and did not. I mean, it wasn't on Netflix for the whole time, but I'm sure it was on in the fall of 2019.
Yeah.
So 5 seasons, 100 episodes.
Mm-hmm.
Get that sweet.
Oh, did it go? It went exactly 100.
Yep. That sweet syndication.
They
As
needed
we
to get
say
it.
on the
They're like,
show.
just get it. Does syndication matter anymore?
I don't know. I think you just
Probably
gotta
not.
get it on Netflix, right? Like,
That's
The minute, yeah,
true.
once you just got to have a show at least good enough to be on a streaming service, and then
Yeah.
you're fine.
and like at that point, it doesn't even need to have a lot of episodes. Like, if you make one banger of a season, like Netflix will buy it up.
Yeah.
Right, and actually probably for like watchability, if it's maybe even shorter, it might be better.
Mm-hmm.
People just keep rewatching it.
So Gotham is, from what I understand, it's like the show about like the Batman universe, but like while Batman's still a kid.
Yeah,
So there's,
it's
like,
kind
no
of the
Batman yet?
creation. It follows Bruce Wayne and James Gordon,
Mm-hmm.
who's played
Who's
by
like who's just a cop, I
OC.
assume at this point.
right. Oh gosh, what's his name from the OC?
Oh, he's the bad boy one. He's the one that's not the Cohen. I know who you're talking about, but I actually don't know his name either. Are you trying to get his OC character? Because
Well,
I mean,
either
his name's Ben McKenzie.
Oh, okay, yeah, okay, gotcha.
Ryan Atwood.
Ryan from the OC.
Yeah, yep. Anyway, so it follows really centrally those two, and then basically and their origin, and then basically the origin of a ton of all the main Batman villains, which is really cool. Before they're really the villains themselves.
Yeah.
I
As
have
we know
seen a lot of this show.
Nice. much is
I've
a lot?
definitely at least 3 seasons, I think. If there's 5 seasons.
Yep.
I think I've seen at least 3. So I guess actually, you know what? I probably rescind. There's probably not a wedding. Well, there's probably still, actually, you know, there's probably still a wedding.
Yeah.
I'm sticking with that.
Who get married? I don't think Batman gets married.
Thomas and Martha Wayne.
Yeah, it ends. Ooh, that would have been a really cool way to do this entire show if he just had his parents the whole time and then they got killed right at the
So
in the
he's
last
like
episode.
really little. Ooh.
Yeah, it's just a baby. It's just the parents like hanging out like, "Don't you love our son, Bruce?"
It's just a baby. Baby
Man.
Bruce Wayne.
Baby Bruce, and you just know the whole time that they're about to get killed at any moment.
At any moment they're going to die.
What's that like that Big Bang Theory spin-off? Was it just called
Where
Little
the
Sheldon?
universe-
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it really called Little
why you
Sheldon?
gotta bring up Chuck Lorre shows.
I'm pretty sure it's called Little Sheldon, yeah.
Little
Oh,
Sheldon.
Young Sheldon.
Young
not
Sheldon.
Little Sheldon.
It's all the same.
Yeah, if they just had
Little-
yeah, they just had a Baby Bruce show. It's just like Muppet Babies, but like, you know, little baby
Little
Bruce
Sheldon.
Wayne, little baby Catwoman.
But I will. I should. Lil Sheldon. No, what is it? Young
Kit-
Sheldon.
You mean
Little
Kitten
Sheldon.
Girl?
Yeah.
Young Sheldon
Kitten
is
baby.
to Big Bang what Gotham is to Batman. I think that
Great.
is fair.
I was gonna say that this show, like, really hits a sweet spot for me, especially for a first and last. Where I've never seen any of this show, but I'm very interested because I like Batman
Yes.
stuff.
Well, you
So-
like Joe.
Yes,
you like
Joe.
really like the Nolan Batmans, don't you? Or am
Yeah.
I making that up?
No, I mean, but like everybody likes the Nolan
What's not
Batmans.
to like except the last one?
What's not to like except 1/3 of the movies? But yeah, I mean, there's a lot of good Batman shit out there. So the Nolan movies, the animated series, the Arkham games,
Oh heck yes.
the
Batfleck.
yeah, even Batfleck. I'm into Batfleck too.
Here's the deal. If we can get real for a second, I actually like Batfleck. I thought I thought he was great. I don't think I liked the version of Batman that they had him be where he murdered everybody because that was kind of weird. But like Ben Affleck looked good in that suit, and that dude was like a ripped old man. He looked great as like an old like disheveled Batman.
It's
Like
great. It's a
it
great
worked
version of
really
him.
well.
He's like old and grumpy, and he fucks. It's awesome.
Yeah, I mean,
Oh wow, this pod has taken a.
Am I
turn.
misremembering that? That like the first time you see him, he's like getting out of bed with a woman. Am I misremembering that?
I feel like that's like every Batman. I don't
That's
know.
every Ben Affleck movie he has that in his contract. He's like, "Yo, how about when you first introduced me? I just got done fucking."
Oh man,
I wear a towel or nothing. I am
the
Ben
new-
Affleck.
who's the new Batman? It's the Twilight guy.
Yeah,
it's the
Robert Pattinson.
Robert
Pattinson.
Puterson.
Yeah,
I heard that
sad Batman.
Sat man, that the that the rumor mill is that there's gonna be like it's gonna be within like Flashpoint, which I don't know if you guys are familiar with Flashpoint, where Flash basically ruins the multiverse, but so Michael Keaton is going to be in that to some capacity as like old Earth 1 Batman or whatever Earth we are to them.
That's
I feel like
interesting.
might
we gotta
as
be
well.
one, right? We gotta be prime.
Multiverses, man.
Yeah, they might as well. Like that's the one thing that like DC can probably do and differentiate themselves from the MCU is just go off the walls and be like, yeah, there's like 500 Earths, and like
Yeah, that's
this
why all our movies.
this one is like this is like a weird Batman, and it's like, and that's how literally everything we've ever made fits in together. We did it.
That's why none of
Yay.
it connects. Not because it all failed miserably,
Yeah,
because they're
Yeah,
different
exactly.
universes.
Yeah. If you don't like a movie, just forget it. It's a different universe.
I mean, they could. I mean, step one is make a good movie.
That's
but
why
like
Val
after
Kilmer
that,
was Batman. That's
Yeah,
why
exactly.
Clooney was Batman. Different universe.
Yeah.
that was Earth. That was Earth F for fail. With right there. Which one was the one with they had nipples? Was that Clooney?
It was Clooney.
Or was that Kilmer?
That's
It was
fucking
Clooney
me.
with Batman and Robin, yeah. It was already a pretty sexualized Batman suit by the time you got to Batman Forever, but then they just touched it off with the nipples in Batman and Robin.
Bat nipples.
Who knew that two eraser tips could really light the world on fire? You know.
I think we all knew that in our hearts, in our heart of hearts.
Well, well. Back to the TV show in question, Joe. I've definitely seen this. Jimmy has, and I think I remember pretty much what happens in this pilot, or at least the very basic premise.
Mm-hmm.
So, with your general Batman knowledge and love of Christopher Nolan, what do you think happens in this?
Okay, so I guess you would want Bruce Wayne to be at a place where he's like a kid, like a harmless kid, but not annoying. So maybe you make him like 10 or 11. Like maybe that's
Have you
the sweet
met
spot.
many 10 or 11-year-olds?
Not really.
How many 10 or 11-year-olds do you know?
Because I feel like once he gets to become like a preteen, like he could potentially like defend himself, and I don't think that's what you want in your Bruce Wayne at this point. So
I mean, like
that,
there's a big difference between like a 12-year-old or 11-year-old versus like a 15-year-old. Like a 15-year-old could, like, depending on a growth spurt, almost look like a man, you know?
True. Yeah. I pretty much look like this since I was 15.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You kind of look like a man.
Still look like a boy. So yeah, I think if you're putting Batman or Bruce Wayne at like 11 or so, his parents are probably dead. I mean, we gotta get in every iteration of Batman, you always redo like Thomas and Martha Wayne getting killed in an alley. So like we're definitely getting that in this first episode.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we've said that Jim Gordon is a cop, and he's probably similar to the Nolan movies. He's like the only good cop. I bet he's got like a funny partner to like liven it up a little bit. And then I think
damn it, Hornswoggle, why are you so crazy as my partner?
Oh, that'd be dope.
Oh man, just wisecracking.
Little Irishman.
Yeah.
New York or Gotham.
Gotham. I think the one thing that I'm like for sure, like I think we see like, you know, a few other characters as kids. Like I know that you said that happens, but like I bet we get a few in the beginning, and then I bet there's like one big reveal at the end. Like I don't know, like maybe it's too early for the Joker or something, but there's like maybe it's like one of Bruce's friends that you think is a good guy at the beginning, and then at the end they reveal that he's the Scarecrow or something. I think there's like kind of a twist or like a big reveal at the end.
Yeah, I don't remember enough what happens, but I assume there's got to be 2 to 3 characters introduced that you're like, oh, you're going to be Killer Croc or something, or like you're going to be what's a really stupid Batman villain? Calendar Man.
Yeah.
That's one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's got to be a villain that's like already an adult, right? Because like Jim Gordon's got to be investigating something. I guess it could be mob people. He could be investigating mob stuff.
Even so, I mean, say he's around 10 to 12, which I think is probably pretty accurate. I can't quite remember. I also like I could look at a kid and I have absolutely no idea how old they are.
If you're saying 5 seasons, if he's 10, that makes him 15 by the end, ish. Maybe.
Yeah, I mean, I'm very confident he's
not
not drinking age by the time he's like that show's over. But you know, you get that. So there's, you know, a couple people that are like their late 20s are still going to be like spry enough in their late 30s, early 40s when he's like kind of an adult Batman to like make sense. So
yeah. I'm excited. I watched of the last, and I should go back and look because I don't remember if I actually put this in my top 10 list or not. Maybe I didn't, but it should have been in because
I'm not sure. We talked about a bunch of the other, like, you know, the CW DCs for sure.
Well, right, but this isn't CW. This is Fox.
No, I know
And
this
I
is
remember
one of the
when
other
this
ones.
came on the scene, people were like, dang, like they threw some money at this. It was good writing. It looks good. The performances are good. Had some critical acclaim. And I think of the shows in the last decade, this is one of the few, if any other ones that I actually just watched from start to finish when it was on, and I've not gone back and watched the pilot, so I'm very excited.
Cool. Well, let's do it. Let's get into it. September 22nd, 2014, the first episode of Gotham called Pilot.
Your favorite.
Couldn't have called it like Batman Begins.
Batman Begins.
So, you know, like,
Beta.
Try to make sure that try to not get sued for that one.
Batman
Just give it a
Begins,
shot, see what
seriously.
happens. So, all right, cool. Well, let's dive into that, and we will see you, listeners, after the first episode of Gotham. All right, we are back from the first episode of Gotham, called Pilot. Good naming convention. Show was all good all up until the name. They did a great job. Do you got a write-up, Jim?
Whoa. I mean,
Batman Begins. I'm telling you, this shit writes itself. Or Christopher Nolan writes it for you.
Okay, let's see. The IMDb is one. This is a dumb one sentence thing, which is classic. Oh, but that's really long. Okay, I'm just gonna read the IMDb. So much happens, but here's what the IMDb says: is that James Gordon and Harvey Bullock are assigned to track down the killer of Thomas and Martha Wayne. And sure, I suppose at the heart.
Mix that in with a little mafia-like police corruption, and maybe you got a write-up.
yeah. I mean, really, so much happens. Here's a KGF Visser's plot summary. Adolescent Bruce Wayne sees his doting parents shot by a mugger. Sleazy murder squad lieutenant Harvey Bullock fails to dump the case on organized crime. Wait, what? Because of eager rookie James Gordon, but changes his mind when they offer to take it on anyhow. The stole pearl string is found in petty robber Mario Pepper's home, and Jim suspects the mugging to be staged by local mob head Fish Mooney from Carmine Falcone's family. So you guys know about Falcone?
Yeah, dude, we've seen the Nolan movies. We've heard of Falcone.
Is Falcone in the Nolans?
He's at least mentioned. Yeah, he's in them too. He's in the second one, right?
No, he's in
sure.
He's in Batman Begins and pretty much plays the same role that it's implied that one of his thugs was the one that killed Thomas and Martha, and essentially just like a shadowy underworld figure.
Yeah.
He's like the Don of Gotham, basically, right?
Yeah, he's like a Don. In like the way that I think there's a couple in the Batman universe, but he's kind of the one. He's one of like 2 or 3 that Batman runs into a lot.
All of these are like very like 60s, 70s like gangster type movie tropes and stuff, like this mafia Don Falcone, and then like the police precinct that they have like the cages, like 2 prison cages, like in the lobby, like next to all the cops' desk, like it's some like film noir. Like,
yeah,
I feel like every time they go into the police precinct, it should be black and white.
Yeah, Batman and like Gotham in general really has a very interesting like thematic look to it. I thought this show, on the most part, though, looked great.
No, it does a really good job.
They threw some money at the visuals. Which is probably just like New York shots, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, like so that's what I was trying to think, because when I think of like the Nolan movies, for some reason when I think of that Gotham, I think of Chicago a lot, because didn't they film a lot of it in Chicago too?
I don't know.
But then I know DC doesn't really use like real cities in their universe. So is Gotham supposed to be the New York essentially?
That's what I gather.
Okay.
Yeah, it's kind of a stand-in for New York of just like the biggest city in America, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With the most crime.
Yeah.
So New York.
Yeah. I mean, okay, so like essentially Jimmy, you mentioned this right away, but like the show starts off with the very first person you see is a young Selena Kyle.
Yeah, which I think is dope. That's a baller move.
Do you ever know? You never hear what her name is or know who she is in this episode, do you? I mean, you probably can.
She never
figure it
has
out.
a line. You just see her kind of doing her day to day. She's clearly orphaned, I feel like. She's like stealing. She stole milk, poured it for some cats. And what I think is the coolest thing that I didn't remember about the pilot is that they put her, just in her wandering around the city, they put her at the scene of Bruce Wayne's parents' murder. So like setting her up for like potentially like feels for Bruce, you know? Because they have like a storied kind of will they, won't they past.
Yeah, I've seen Batman Returns.
Yeah.
So I think that's pretty cool. And then obviously basically the next scene is the parents get killed, whatever. We've all seen it 1,000 times. Joe, you were like, already?
Yeah. Yeah, like the first set piece of the show is we're going straight to the murder. It's like, okay.
I mean, they
the setup.
could you imagine if it was like a whole episode of the murder kind of thing, a setup to the murder? I feel like even at this point, in this what year was this show? Forget.
2014?
In 2014, everyone already was like, dude, we get it. Like superheroes, we get it. Just tell me what their name is and what their power is. I don't even care if their parents died or if they got stuck in a nuclear reactor. Like,
yeah,
I mean,
and I kind of just like that they said they thought it's important to show it. It obviously drives most of the show anyway, but they didn't like dwell on like the setup. They just said, boom, you're dead. All right, let's move on.
Yeah, not a whole lot to it. The only thing about it that is the addition of Catwoman to that scene of Selena Kyle witnessing it, which, I mean, at this point, I'm not really sure what that adds to it. I guess, you watch the show and find out, but like at this point, it feels a little bit like, yo, what if Catwoman was there though? Wouldn't that be weird?
Yeah, I mean, I kind of just assume it's there because she sees it, like Jimmy said, like she's got feels because she was at the very end when they were right.
So
was
then, towards the end of the scene is the Martha and Tom Wayne funeral, and she's there again. So she's just been kind of in the background, just kind of following him, or maybe they were a big deal, so it was probably well publicized when and where it was going to be, but she knows that it's Bruce.
Yeah.
So very interesting.
Another thing, so when one of the guys who he's the Riddler. I don't know if we know that.
Yeah.
But he's the
Edward Nigma.
He's the Riddler. Did they say his name?
Yeah, they called him Ed, and then they later said like, all right, Nigma.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So we figured it out. Okay.
And also his like 70% of his lines were just riddles.
Yeah.
So pretty on the nose.
I was just trying to figure out because he was like killed by a $6 bullet, and then I was like, how much is a bullet? Like how much is one bullet?
Like, is that a lot? Is that a little?
I assumed $6 sounded like a lot. I looked it up just now.
Yeah.
What the Gotham inflation was from 1970.
A 223 Remington for around 40 cents each, and then centerfire for hunting for about $1, but could cost upwards to $4 each.
Okay.
So I think the $1 to $4 is like rifle though.
So it's a fancy bullet.
So I feel like a $6 bullet is an expensive bullet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I assume that's what he meant by
aged.
that, but I assume that's what he meant, but I'm like, I don't know how much a bullet is.
Yeah. Seems like it should be expensive to shoot someone.
Yeah, honestly, I think a
One
bullet
would
probably
hope.
needs to cost a little bit more.
Bullets should cost more than they do.
So we got introduced to like a bunch of villains, kind of like
So
offhand. Poison Ivy is like the little girl the dude who gets framed for the murder. Like
Yeah.
she's his daughter.
Yeah. And we know that because they call her Ivy several times, and she's just seen near plants.
Yeah, she's just standing
A lot
next
of
to plants.
Which is
Uh,
got
we
red
saw-
hair. Red hair.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
true. Yeah.
And well, she's also like wearing a green thing too.
Yeah.
Like her shirt's like green.
Yeah, that's fun.
We see Catwoman right away. I mean, even if she obviously doesn't talk or whatever, but I feel like some people could probably figure that one out. I mean, people that are watching this show probably know Batman.
Yeah,
for the most part.
like a steampunked Catwoman too. Anyone else get that vibe?
She's got those goggles.
Yeah.
And like,
She's wearing Becky Lynch's old goggles from.
there's something weird with her face. Like, doesn't it look like like it looks CGI, like Alita
Well.
Battle Angel? Did it not?
Huh. I did not look.
I'll
I
pay
did not
attention.
catch that.
Pay
Okay.
attention in the finale. See if I can catch that.
She does.
How
She has
see-
just a very unique kind of like she's born for cosplay kind of look.
Yeah.
Perfect
Um,
like cat face.
Good cat face on that girl. Riddler. We said that. Obviously, we met Penguin then as well.
Yeah, who is like a stooge for Fish Mooney?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Which is a little bit confusing.
for Falcone.
Just a little bit confusing to me because I thought that Penguin was like, didn't he like come from money or something? Oswald Cobblepot.
You know, in some iterations, he like comes from a family that is adjacent to the Pennyworth family. So there's like some sort of thing there. But you would think if Alfred is a butler that he wouldn't necessarily come from money. So I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
Maybe his name is just supposed to seem like he's like, yes, I'm so rich. My name is Cobblepot. But he's not.
But also it depends on what iteration, because like in the Gothams and the Arkhams, I mean, he has like a fake British accent, and like people give him shit like behind his back for faking a British accent. But in this, Cobblepot does not have an accent at all. So who's to say? It's
He's
an
fully-
ancient
Fully American boy named Oswald.
yeah. Who's a limping dude who's, stooge to Fish Mooney, who is Jada Pinkett Smith. She's like,
Yeah.
so she's like the big get for this show.
And like Fish Mooney
She's
is
the
a
big
is a new character, right? Or no?
Yeah, I don't know if she's in comics at all. Might
So
be
yeah,
new.
so like Jada Pinkett Smith plays this like mob boss, but she's like very eccentric, I guess. Just very in contrast to the rest of what's going on here. The rest of Gotham is like Chris Nolan Gotham, like dark, dreary, gritty. And then here's Jada Pinkett like in her dresses and shit and just like having a great time, like beating the shit out of like workers and stuff.
Yeah, she's more like out of Batman Forever Gotham. She's
Yeah,
a little
yeah,
more,
exactly.
a little more Jim Carrey Gotham.
Yeah.
She was created by the producer and screenwriter Bruno Heller for the TV series.
Okay.
So
yeah,
she
created
is
for the
she's
show.
she's created for the show.
Yeah. Yeah, it
mean-
just felt like it was from a actually like both her and Oswald like kind of felt like they were from a different universe that wasn't quite reality grounded.
Well,
Just a touch
Gotham.
sillier.
Sure.
Right.
I mean, you know, if it's the same universe that like the Riddler and the Joker and like Solomon Grundy come from,
It's just those guys haven't gotten silly yet. They're just regular people still.
True.
And then there's just this like lady being like, "Oh, honey, your jokes are fine. I'll be with you in a minute. I gotta hit this man with a chair."
Oh yeah, like so her deal is she runs some sort of like lounge, and that's like her. Maybe there's some. It's like a mob owned thing, and then Harvey, who is Jim Gordon's partner, who's like been around, he's a drunk and is in Falcone's pocket. He goes to see her for intel because basically all these people, like the police and everything, and the mayor, Jim says, are all in Falcone's pocket. Mm-hmm. And Falcone basically is like, yeah. Like, but he that was a very interesting twist when they threw him in there. All of a sudden you see him at the very end, and he is like, has this interesting like philosophical wisdom to him where he's like,
I thought that was interesting.
Yeah. You can't have organized crime without law and order.
Yeah. So the whatchamacallit, Gordon and Bullock go to Mooney to like look for intel. She eventually gives up this guy Mario Peppers, who they find evidence, and he ends up getting killed by the police. And then by the time we get to Falcone, it's that the mob and the cops had worked together to set up this Mario Peppers guy, and Falcone explains that like it's good for the cops because you get to you get to put away a criminal and everybody feels safe in town, but it's also good for organized crime because you rely on just like keeping things in order, and that ties into him having control over the cops. Like as long as all the crimes going through him, like it was interesting that he just like has this sense of law and order as a person who's on the side of crime.
Yeah, because he thinks that he's doing what's right for the city. He loves the city, and that's how he's gonna protect it. Mm-hmm. By controlling it, basically.
But yeah.
It's interesting.
Because essentially he knows he runs the city, and he knows that he can, keep it, by keeping a certain level of control over everything, that things aren't going to get crazy. But it also makes sure that certain people stay in power, like himself. So it's an interesting philosophy that's not too far removed from like certain like actual political philosophies.
Oh yeah. So
no, when he said there's no like the there's no order or whatever line you guys just said, I forget what he said now. Mm-hmm. That there's no order
you can't
without
have
crime.
Organized crime without
crime without order. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was like, oh, that's a little too on the nose for today.
Yeah, right.
Oof. It's very Orwellian, like. Mm-hmm. Anyway, so did you guys feel? I feel like if you were going into this show, there were so many characters introduced. If you didn't know, this was your introduction to the Batman universe, you didn't know all these people they were kind of dropping in were regular Batman people, like the Ivy Uma Thurman. If you hadn't seen Batman,
well, that would
Robin.
be, yeah, that would be hard. That would be very hard.
Right?
I think it's probably mildly rare. Okay. Let me rethink this for a second. I don't think it would be hard to watch the show and get into it. I think it would be fine. I think there's just a lot of kind of like Easter eggs-ish for like someone who is a fan and knows of Batman. Like if you didn't know anything about Batman, you wouldn't even known that little girl was like, my name's Ivy. You'd have been like, whatever, cool. Yeah. Like you would have thought you probably never would have saw her again. Mm-hmm. You would have, when the Riddler was like, it's a $6 bullet, you would not have cared. Like, they would have said, like, oh, that's Enigma. Like,
He's just a
You wouldn't have
weird
cared about that.
CSI guy or whatever his role is.
Yeah. But you would have caught on that, like, I mean, because what I said is this show more so than feels like a Batman show. It feels like it's a show about Jim Gordon investigating the murder of Batman's parents. Like, that's like the main character of the show is like Jim Gordon.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. Which is
and
also
that's
an
what-
interesting twist.
And so I think you would have followed this completely fine. Like, the other thing is, an interesting thing is, like, have we talked about Barbara at all?
No.
Have not mentioned Barbara Keene.
Yeah, Barbara Keene, who's dating Jim Gordon, who would, I think, in most universes become his wife, right?
Mm-hmm.
And become Barbara Gordon.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, there's that, which, I mean...
Wait, what do you mean, you know, like, because, like,
Well,
Barbara Gordon is Batgirl? Or,
Well,
but it's supposed to be,
which
like,
one's-
Gordon's daughter, right?
is Barbara... Well, who's Jim Gordon's wife?
Not Barbara.
Jimmy, you're the expert.
Not Barbara. So did you say...
So Barbara's Batgirl, who's his daughter, and I didn't know whether
Right.
it was just named. I didn't...
Which is very interesting.
Yeah.
Like,
I guess I
famously
thought-
his daughter.
Yeah, I guess I thought that they just named their kid after the mom's name.
Yeah.
That's a thing people do, right?
I think we'll have to wait and see. Yes, I mean, just like, you know, you have your firsts and seconds and
Mm-hmm.
thirds, and whatnots. It's probably not as frequent for ladies because they don't get the illustrious second title for what because of, you know, the patriarchy. But yeah, in the normal Batman lore, I don't think Barbara Keene is Jim's wife.
Wow.
So we'll have to wait and see.
I feel like for some reason I always just assumed that Barbara Keene was his wife, and then they had a kid, and they just also named her Barbara.
Well, I
Yeah.
should say they might get married. I should say Barbara Keene is not Barbara Gordon's mom. I don't think.
Huh.
Hoo-hoo-hoo.
I don't think.
Ooh.
I'm a Marvel guy. You know, I like the CW shows. I like Gotham.
Yeah,
And I
I'm
don't
like
remember-
perusing the Jim Gordon
Or
the
Jim Gordon
Wikipedia
wiki.
here. Yeah, and under Barbara Eileen Keene, it says Barbara Eileen Keene is Gordon's ex-wife and mother of Barbara Gordon.
Oh, okay.
Well,
So
in
it is.
the post-crisis continuity, I don't know what continuity that is, but in at least one of them, yeah, it's a mother-daughter Barbara situation.
I think the crisis is Flashpoint.
Okay, so at least that means that in one reality, my thinking was right, that she is his wife and Barbara's
At some
mom
point.
as well. But yeah, that's fine. Either way, so I would say this based on this pilot. I'm definitely, and I like Batman anyway, and I like comics stuff, so I'm into watching the next episode, and I did.
Nice.
I watched. I think I was on like the first 1 or 2 episodes of season 4 when I logged into Netflix tonight. So, you know, I've seen about a little over half of this show.
Okay. I think the only thing... Oh, 2 things. One is that there was a quick, like, newsreel scene. I think maybe when Jim and Harvey were in a diner at some point where they show the mayor of Gotham, which is Richard Kind, which is hilarious to me. He's like Pixar like voice, and he's been in everything. He's just
Right.
silly. So that's great. And then did we talk about how Gordon fake kills Penguin?
Oh no, we didn't do the very end.
So Fish Mooney realizes that Penguin squealed that they set up this Mario Pepper guy for the murder. So all of Gotham thinks that Jim and his partner stopped the murderer of the Waynes and this was all a device of Falcone so that the city would feel safe. So then she like busts a chair over Penguin and like turns him into Harvey, and basically says that Falcone says Jim has to kill Penguin so that he knows that Jim will be in Falcone's pocket. So he walks him to the end of the pier, shoots past his ear, and pushes him into the whatever Gotham Bay, I assume. Who knows what it's called. And then
Gotham
at the
Sea.
end, the Gotham Sea, and he emerged the Gothalantic Sea, and he emerges in the bay and just slits a fisherman's throat for seemingly no reason to steal half a sandwich.
And he eats it in like a
Which
very
is,
like weird,
the first time he
like
really
animal
looks like
way.
Danny DeVito's Penguin in Batman Returns.
I did write that. I was like, because the scene right before that was like Jim saying like, "I promise I'll find the killer," like to Jim,
To Bruce
or
Wayne.
to Bruce, and I was like, cool, that's the end. And then it like cut to like the Penguin crawling out of the bay and like killing that guy and like eating a sandwich like he was like he's like a human that's never eaten a sandwich before in his life, shoved it in his face, and I was like, that was stupid. That end right there was stupid.
It was like a Danny DeVito move from
Yeah.
Batman Returns.
It felt a little bit like it was just like, get it? He's the Penguin.
Yeah.
Look at how
He's a
Penguin he is now.
psychopath. Yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly what it felt like.
Hmm.
Okay.
People are psychopaths in the DC world.
Yeah. I think
This is definitely
overall it like I am interested because it's Batman and stuff, and I like some Batman stuff, but like there's clearly money put into this based on like the visuals and things like that. And casting too. I'm sure Jada Pinkett is not cheap. But like this, it felt very like trashy. Just in the dialogue's kind of cheesy, where just like you're just told things instead of like learning about the characters by the dialogue. There's like literally a part where Bullock and Gordon are arguing with each other, and like they're like describing each other's characters instead of like showing each other's characters, and like Bullock's like, "You're a war hero, you're a good guy, blah blah blah," and like Gordon's like, "Yeah, well, you're a cynic, you're a lackadaisical cynic," and it's just like, cool, now I know what I'm supposed to know about these characters, and I can move on. I'll just keep folding my laundry or whatever else I'm doing while watching this show. The other thing that struck me as weird is like there's a lot of just like random fight scenes where like it'll just be like a normal scene, and then all of a sudden it just turns into an action sequence. Like the first time I noticed it was when they were like questioning Mario Peppers, and they're already like in his home questioning him, and they start to get suspicious, and then he just like flips a table and runs. Like that kind of felt out of nowhere. The other time, yeah.
Was the other time when Jim was like talking to Fish,
Yeah.
and then all of a sudden he like has to fight those two dudes?
Yeah, like Jim was talking to Fish and essentially being like, "I know something's up here. I'm gonna figure it out." And Fish is like, "Yeah, okay, good job." And then then he just gets into a fight with like the bodyguards. He just like turns around and punches them, or they punch him, or something. It's just like, it kind of felt like they had a timer that was like, all right, every 5 minutes, like somebody's got to get hit in the face or something, or else we're going to lose the audience. So like every 5 pages in the script, they're just like, all right. And then, I don't know, let's just say Jim punches him. I don't know.
Just whatever scene they're in, like, okay, these characters, I guess they got to fight.
Yep. So yeah, that piece of it just feels a little trashy, but I'm not above trash, so that's fine. I think the biggest obstacle for me for like being interested in watching this show is that like I love all the Batman stuff, but there is already a lot of Batman stuff. And this felt like, a half a step between the the Nolan movies with like how like dreary and gritty it is. Plus like Muppet Babies, because they're all just like young, but it's like essentially the same characteristics. And just like it didn't, like, I feel like maybe I just wanted it to be super different. Like maybe I wanted it to be all Fish Moonies and like super like kind of wacky and campy, and that would have been different enough from the Nolan movies that I've seen. But yeah, it just felt like second tier Batman to me, that I'm just like, yeah, I don't think I need to see this.
We already lost Joe.
I don't know.
He's gone. He's done.
Well, this is why we watch The Last, because then maybe I see The Last and I'm like, yo, by the end, this show gets great.
I will say, by the end of this show, it is different.
Okay.
It is different than the beginning. And
Different's bad. I hate this. Different's
well,
bad.
right, yeah.
And
And I
maybe
think-
that's why they had to start the pilot as like, all right, these Nolan movies are just successful, so we'll make it pretty much like that, and then once we get people on board, we can do our own thing.
Yeah, maybe, yeah. I'll save my commentary until after we watch.
Yeah.
All right. Well, before we get to that part, we need to do predictions.
Yeah, predicals.
Got him.
Yeah, I got them. Mine. I said wedding before I knew what the show was, so I'm sticking with it, and I'm going to say it's Jim Gordon's wedding.
Okay.
Cool. Jim and Barbara or Jim and someone else?
It's not. The spouse is not in the prediction.
Okay. Jim and Alfred.
For Jill for Jim. Whatever. That'll be fun.
Here for it.
I think he puts on the cape.
Okay.
You know who.
All right.
A la Smallville. I think Bruce has to make a tough decision in quotations to not kill a villain.
Oh, that's
so
interesting.
I think he makes the like Batman doesn't kill decision.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, set that up.
And then I think there's horse cops.
Cool.
Nice.
Like the horses themselves have badges.
I want 5 points if there's horses with badges. I was mostly going with there's at least cops that are obviously there's cops riding horses,
Mm-hmm.
or if at the very least there's a cop with like petting a horse that they're obviously like about to get onto or something.
It's like, I could get on this horse if something gets weird.
I'm very identifiably though a horse cop is what they are.
Cool. Like they focus on horse crimes or no? I just know. I have that Jim. I said that a lot of the scenes end with Jim Gordon getting into a fight with someone. So this prediction says Jim has a conversation with someone that ends with him punching them in the face.
Nice.
I hope it's his wife on his wedding day.
Just a normal conversation and then an uppercut.
I do.
I think that Harvey Bullock gets stabbed. I bet he survives, but I get he gets a good stabbing. I think that Bruce starts to build a bat cave. I think it's a little hobby of his to have a little man cave, bat cave action.
A little hobby. Build a bat cave.
What else are you gonna do? You got a mansion. And then I think that the main villain is Ra's al Ghul.
Ooh.
Liam Neeson back for the kill.
Oh man, I wish.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Man, I forgot that was Liam Neeson's.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I have some silly ones because obviously I've seen this. I think someone wears a beret.
Okay.
I think
You know who.
yeah,
You know who.
taking a turn from cowboy hat. I think Bruce and Selena smooch. Because I assume they're. Wait, when did we say we think You think they're out? Okay, so after seeing this, you still think they're 10?
I feel like he's like 12.
Yeah, maybe 12.
Okay, so 5 years later, 17.
Yeah, so they're like late teens. But they're old enough to
12.
kiss.
12,
Hormones are
13.
raging.
I mean, if they're the same age, they're allowed to kiss. It's fine.
Oh, did we talk about Alfred? Alfred
No.
is. Alfred
I mean, he was
comes
there.
No,
in, we just
He's the
see
butler.
him
Moving on.
once or twice.
He's British.
Anyway, he's a thing. Solomon. I have that we get the Solomon Grundy poem. Are you there?
Oh yeah, good prediction.
Are you there? Oh shoot, are you there?
We can hear you now.
Okay, great. I said I think we get the Solomon Grundy poem. Are you aware of that?
No.
And it's
Solomon
like Born on a
Grundy,
Monday.
Born on a Monday, yeah. There's a whole thing.
Oh, okay.
I think we hear that. And then hot dogs, cuz Gotham is basically New York. There's
Yeah.
got to be a hot dog stand.
We had
Who
a mention
doesn't?
in the pilot. Jim said he had hot dogs for dinner.
Oh, he did. Oh, nice.
Yeah. When Barbara was like, "Did you eat?" and he's like, "I had a hot dog."
Oh, yeah. Okay.
He's
Yeah.
the everyman.
The other thing I forgot about is that Barbara has. Are you guys still there?
Yes.
Okay, great.
I can hear you.
That Barbara has a run-in with like an ex, what seems like is an ex-lover, who's a lady, Montoya,
Shocking.
and I feel like that's a DC. DC has a lot more of that than like say
DC's
Marvel.
DC's a little bit more open with their
They're
sexuality.
a little more
Is
progressive.
what you're saying?
with their
Good
heroes.
for them. Way
Yeah,
to be,
you know.
DC. Cool. Well, how about this? Let's watch episode 100, the finale of Gotham. It's called The Beginning. ... We'll see you after that. And we're back. We are done with the final episode of Gotham, The Beginning. It's the beginning of
Yeah.
the end. I don't know. You got to write
Did
it.
you want me to? Okay, yeah. 10 years in the future, Bruce returns to Gotham for the opening of the new Wayne Tower. When Bullock is framed for a murder, Gordon begins to piece together a sinister plot targeting the city, and a new figure emerges to be the hero Gotham needs. Dun dun dun.
Ba-ba.
Batman Begins.
Yeah, Batman's here.
This
Yeah.
So
yeah,
was he ever in the suit at? I mean, I'm assuming not. Like, this is the first Batman we've seen for real.
right. This was kind of the final payoff if you'd been watching.
But Bruce
Yeah.
was doing something action-y, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Because in the previously on, I thought I saw Bruce or somebody fighting against a guy in a purple suit who fell in a vat.
Right. Which
Wasn't
was
that the Jeremiah guy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that
The,
was a weird thing to me because in the I feel like you're not supposed to know the origin of Joker. Isn't that kind of a deal with Batman?
I think that might also depend
Yeah.
on what book or whatever
What comic
what
you're
the-
reading. Because,
Yeah.
I guess you know that, Jack Nicholson, you see in the 89 Batman, you see his character, who's some mob guy, turn into the Joker. But he's not Jeremiah Velasco, I assume.
Right. He's not.
Maybe I should look that up.
Well, I mean, here's the deal. They pretty specifically will not say the word Joker in this TV show.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you're right. He asked him what he should call him.
He's like, you can call me Jack. You can call me blah, blah, blah. You
Johnson.
can J,
Yeah.
J.
Jacob
So yeah, maybe we should
Jingle.
rewind on that a little bit. So there's this guy, Jeremiah Valeska, who in a previously on, we see him in like a purple suit fall into a vat of acid, similar to how the Joker is born in the 1990 or 1989 movie Batman. And then in the 10 years flash forward, he's like back in the purple suit and his face is all fucked up like a Joker would be. Whoops, I said the word. But then when he's confronted by Gordon, he's like being coy about like, no, don't call me Jeremiah, but like call me something else with a J. I won't say what it is. And he's like clearly a crazy person making jokes, wearing purple and green. He's got yellow gloves.
Very clear.
His face is paled. But they're not calling him the Joker. I read a little bit on the internet that was about how like DC hadn't given the show the rights to the Joker, which is apparently a thing that they had done for other DC properties too. Like I guess on Arrow, there's a guy that like is Deathstroke but not, or something like that.
What?
Because they're like just trying to like protect the rights for movie stuff, I guess.
In Arrow, I feel like he's Deathstroke.
Oh, he just is Deathstroke. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe they changed it, but yeah,
Maybe
at least
eventually.
for this guy. Mm-hmm. Yeah, at least for this guy in Gotham, he was essentially the Joker, but they weren't saying it. And
Yeah.
in interviews that I've read from the creators, like he was saying that like in order to not do the Joker, he was trying to present a lot of people who could be like proto Jokers that like are bits and pieces of the Joker but not actually the Joker, and the real Joker is coming later.
Yeah.
That
That's
these
the
guys,
sense you get in the show.
Yeah. So like these guys, including Jeremiah Valeska, are like people that inspired the Joker.
Yeah. Because basically what you get a sense of in this show is that Gotham is effed up and people are effed up, and maybe that there's eventually will be kind of copycats, and that's the villains that you will know and love.
Mm-hmm.
Potentially. Especially with the Joker.
Yeah.
It's
So
interesting.
plot-wise, we essentially get it jumps 10 years from like wherever the last episode was. And in this 10 years in the future, what's his name? Gordon's been the commissioner for 10 years. And what's his name? Cobblepot is being let out of prison. And he has a grudge with Gordon. And there's this plot going on where Edward Nygma also gets broken out of prison. And they think that Cobblepot is behind it, but it turns out to not be Cobblepot behind the whole thing. It's really this Jeremiah Valeska guy. There's a plot to blow up Wayne Tower, which gets averted by our heroes. There's a plot to blow up the mayor, which gets averted by our heroes. And then throughout all that, you get to see like flashes of Batman. He's like there helping, and like he apprehends Penguin and Riddler, but we don't see him. And then we see him at the very end when Bullock, Gordon, and Alfred are on the roof with the big spotlight, and then they see him standing on the roof of another building, and that's the very last shot of the show as we see full frontal Batman.
I was wondering if they were gonna like show us his face, or like him in the mask,
him in the
cowl,
suit,
or whatever.
him in the CG suit.
Yeah,
They
the
couldn't
entire
spend for
show.
a suit.
The entire show, you see like hands or like a shadow, but you don't see him until the very end, like for real.
You see Shadow. He's Catwoman, Selena Kyle, who's like full-on Catwoman. You see her full-on cat burgling, but then she doesn't steal whatever thing right? Because she sees the Batman shadow and then gets spooked.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What else? Do we even see? So they're like unveiling kind of the bat signal, but do you even see the signal? Was that more rights that DC didn't sell?
I mean, they were just. I don't even understand why they were like, we used to use it, and now we're gonna use it again. And it was like, and then he uncovered the just like broken. The glass was broken on the spotlight, but there wasn't anything on it like a bat,
Yeah,
that would make the bat
light.
signal.
Mm-hmm.
So that too was incomplete at the end of this. I just read a review like once. Brian Lowry of CNN said the finale felt more obligatory than soaring, bringing the show to a landing that felt mildly satisfying, but more than anything overdue.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, right. I mean, that's what's hard about like an origin show, is that like eventually you want it to get to what you know and love, but then like what do you do beyond that? Especially with Batman, where it's been redone a million times.
Right.
That's the end that you're going to arrive at. So,
Mm-hmm.
and they jumped 10 years to get there. So,
yeah, when we first started the episode and they did the previously on, and like I saw, wait, like Jimmy, you've seen the whole show or no? Not quite.
yeah.
Oh, okay. So what is, because in the previously on, we saw Bruce doing some sort of hand-to-hand combat. So he's not Batman at that point? He's just a ninja guy or what?
Yeah. There's a whole, what was your, not to skip ahead, what was your prediction who the baddie was going to be?
Oh, Ra's al Ghul.
Yeah, there's a whole Ra's al Ghul thing where he does learn his ninja moves.
Okay, so but like, is he? I assume he's masked, but he's just not Batman.
Yeah, right.
Okay. It's because we saw a little bit of him fighting in the previously on, and then when the episode started, it right away jumped ahead 10 years. So I was like, all right, this dude's fighting and plus 10 years, like we're getting full on Batman. Like, let's do this. And then in the episode, like you don't really get Batman.
Yeah, he's doing stuff, but you don't even get to see him.
Yeah, it's there. It felt a little bit like I feel like there's a lot of problems with The Dark Knight Rises, but I feel like that's the biggest problem with The Dark Knight Rises is that it's a Batman movie that like for half the movie doesn't even have Batman in it because he broke his back and he's like training. Yeah,
it's one of the things.
Yeah, that's one of the things. But this kind of reminded me of that, where it's like I was excited to finally get some Batman, and then he's not really in it.
Yeah, I kind of feel like one way to it would have been to like actually have some like fight Batman scenes or something like that, just to get a little Batman action. Because it's like, I don't know, this was a fine way to end, and obviously it was like either way, it's going to be impossible to end this show. Probably that like everyone's going to be happy about just based on where it's placed within the timeline kind of thing. But just like showing him like sneak around in the dark, I'm like, well, we want to see Batman. We just want to see, like, you've been watching for 99 episodes to watch Batman fight somebody, most likely.
Yeah, there's part of me that thought we were about to get like 99 episodes of this Gotham TV show centered around Jim Gordon, and then the finale is just a mini Batman movie, which would have been crazy, but like kind of cool.
Yeah, that's true.
And it almost felt like it was for a second, like right away when it was like first showing, like when you only saw his hands and then you saw a thing, and then you're like, oh no, wait, we're 35 minutes into this. We're not gonna like get, we're not gonna get that Batman fight.
Yeah.
I mean, even if it was like a dumb, because that's the thing is like, all he did was he arrested the Riddler and the Penguin within like 3 seconds. It was absolutely no problem.
Episode.
Yeah, And then they escaped almost immediately as well.
Yeah.
And I'm like, God, everybody
They
in the
got
city
out
is just,
before they even got to the jail.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, Gotham's a really terrible crime city. Maybe it's because their cops are awful.
That part was very like
Yeah.
60s, like Adam West Batman. Like,
Yeah,
we're
it was
this silly
almost
and we're gonna,
slapstick.
Escape, yeah, totally.
It was ridiculous.
So we haven't mentioned, Gordon's new lady, Lee Thompson, Morena Baccarin. I never know how to say her name.
Morena Baccarin
She's
of
in lots of stuff.
Firefly fame.
Indeed. Or Deadpool's girlfriend.
Another show we have not done that is on my short list.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, Jim kissed a lady, and I was like, okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And not Barbara.
Yeah.
But
have,
it definitely appears that Jim's child is Barbara's child.
Barbara.
though.
Barbara Lee, which is a combo of the two mom figures.
That's got to be a little weird, right?
And Barbara is some kind of like mogul, like ex-criminal turned mogul.
Yeah, it was right away we saw her and she's like wearing red hair and she was like, "Hey, what's up?" And I was like, "Oh, is she just Lex Luthor now? Is she like an evil like businesswoman?" But she doesn't seem like she's like bad or anything. She was bad for a while, Joe, in the show.
She was classic Gotham crazy bad, but not like a villain you would know. Again, like precursor to some other Batman villain.
Okay.
Yeah, Lex Luthor.
Yeah.
What else?
Yeah,
we had Lucius Fox.
He was there.
Did you catch that?
Yep.
I did.
Chris
There was a
Chalk,
black
he was
guy.
in the newsroom.
It was
know,
a
the
black
one
guy. They
black
called
guy,
him Fox.
so-
Yeah.
It's no Morgan Freeman, but
He
they did their
had,
best.
Yeah.
Yep.
He's actually in the majority of the show, but I think he was credited in the pilot, but we did not see him.
Oh yeah, he was definitely not in the pilot. Even if he was credited, I did not see him at least.
There was a couple quick callbacks. One was the Penguin took Jim to the pier to shoot him, and then he just dove into the water, and Penguin is apparently a terrible shot.
Just an awful shot. He shot his gun like 8 times, and he missed him with every single shot.
And then there was Alfred was like, remember when you told Bruce that in the darkness there will always be light after his parents died? And I'm not sure what that was in reference really to the spotlight. Does everybody know that Bruce is Batman? I'm not really sure. It's possible.
I mean, I feel like Selena definitely is going to know if she didn't somehow figure it out just now.
Yeah,
she never
totally knows.
saw him. And then, I don't think in the end it's going to be that big of a secret. They'll be able to figure it out.
Right.
Probably pretty easy. I mean, it's a good thing. The one thing it does though is it makes you want this show makes me want them to now have like a spin-off show that's actually a Batman show now.
I mean,
but
I'll
that's
watch
never
it.
happening, I'm sure.
I'll watch whatever. DC.
Jimmy will just do it. Feed him Batman. He'll watch it.
DC,
Yeah.
Marvel, comics, just sign me up. Sign me up, Disney Plus. Take my money.
Yeah.
Here's my
Overall,
wallet.
it's just it's weird. It's like it's a Batman origin story. Just this finale is a Batman origin story, like without Batman and with a guy who's not the Joker. It's like
kind of
it feels kind of just like a little bit knockoff, and I'm just like,
It's like it's like when people like in other countries that aren't the U.S. and they don't have, the U.S. doesn't have like their fingers in the law there, and they're like, look at this this Jaker bad guy toy, and it's like a crappy
it's
Joker
the jokester.
looking. Yeah. And his arch enemy, the Batsman.
Yeah. The Man Bat.
Yeah, the Man Bat.
I think, like, just like watching the finale, I think what I realized what I want is, like, kind of what like the Mandalorian is, where it's you just take elements of the world that's really cool, but you're just doing another story. Like if this was just Jim Gordon fights organized crime in Gotham City rather than, hinting at all the goofy villains and Batman himself, or like trying to do the Joker but not actually do the Joker, like give me just like Jim Gordon versus Falcone and versus Fish Mooney.
It's like that's almost really what it was, but it just had that like little caveat that they had to like throw in some Batman story as well.
Mm-hmm.
But that adds a lot of weight to your expectations the minute you sit down for that.
Yeah.
True. And I'll say too, so I said that this show feels a lot different later, and I felt like the finale felt the same.
It kind of did.
But what I meant by that when I said it was that the last like couple seasons get super violent. And like to where you're like, this is on Fox, like the sun is still up.
Yeah.
Like it's and even parts of this it was kind of like gory. That guy, like random guy shot himself.
Yeah.
And Harvey was like taking the fall for it. And it was all about Jeremiah, not the Joker of Alaska. So there was some of that, but the last couple seasons of the show get wildly violent, where it's somewhat uncomfortable. But I loved it. and obviously, the way we do this show, we miss like any character development, and that's just kind of the nature of it. And that's kind of the fun of this show, is seeing how villains become, like how Enigma goes from a good guy like CSI into this like career criminal and blah blah blah. And that's kind of the whole point of this show, is to see backstory on everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't think it's bad. It's very interesting. It's just that it's definitely a show that, just based on its precursing everyone's knowledge going into it, it's just like there's no way it can hold up. It's got a lot of weight to hold up to like kind of be everything that everyone wanted. So, but with that being said, it's like the 2 episodes, and I've seen a couple seasons of it, so I know what you're talking about, Jimmy. With it's just like going into it, it feels like you're about to watch a Batman show. But really, it's like a show about everything around Batman. And like almost with that caveat, you can go into it like feeling free of needing to like waiting for him to like put on his dumb like cape, and like, because that's all you're doing. Like we haven't done Smallville yet, but we have to. But Smallville is very much about Clark Kent, and it's Clark Kent in high school and growing up. And so the whole time you're watching this 9-season show, all you're doing is going, put the cape on and be Superman. Because he's like an adult essentially right when we meet him, So this is a little different. So even with that little twist of a mindset for people going into this, is like, this is a show in the Batman universe about everything around him, and also he's in it sometimes.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I'd almost prefer if he just wasn't in it.
I might, yeah, it might. It also, even then, it definitely loosens expectations. It doesn't even give you like maybe it'll happen still. Like, it's out. Mm-hmm. Just watch Jim Gordon beat up not the Joker, and everything will be fine.
Yeah.
Stuff like that's a bummer, though. It's like when you're making a Batman show, and it's like, come on, you got to do it. And then the people that own the thing are like, nah, you can't do that. It's like, dude, come on.
That's our whole thing.
It's like it's like getting the keys to make a Power Rangers and not being able to put like the Red Ranger in it. You
use every color but red.
Yeah. It's like, I'm going to remake. Hey, I'm going to do like a twist on the original Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Okay? They're like, yeah, cool, do it. All right, sweet. But here's the thing, though. No Red Ranger, no Zordon. Got it? It's like, okay, cool.
And
so
no
it's
morphing. You have to come up with a new word.
It's the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Just change one letter. You're gone.
You can have Bulk and Skull, though.
Yeah.
Go ahead and use those names.
They're up
Actually,
for whatever.
Actually, we insist you have 2 times the Bulk and Skull. 2 sets of Bulk and Skulls.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That'll work.
You gotta
Different
you got
universe.
a set of Lady Bulk and Skulls.
Yes.
Belk and Scale.
Oh my goodness.
Bulkette
So-
and Skullette.
Oh, God.
Oh.
Just really spell it out for everybody in case they don't get it. All right. Should we get into predictions?
Yeah.
How'd we think about this? I'll go quick. I had Jim Gordon's wedding. It was not.
Nope.
He puts on the cape. He did do that.
Yeah.
That happened.
Cape on.
Bruce has to make a tough decision not to kill a villain. He did not. He did not make a tough decision.
No.
He just didn't kill anybody.
He just didn't.
Yeah. And he was not in this episode for all
the
intents and
majority.
purposes. And then horse cops. I don't think I saw a horse.
Not
so,
at all. No.
Inconclusive.
Although I am with you, the whole thing still did feel like some sort of 40s caper kind of whodunit vibe.
Yeah, definitely.
Nothing really changed as far as the era.
No, 10 years later, they're still in the 40s.
Kind of flapper vibe.
We're good. Well, I'm taking my 1 point.
Nice.
Yeah. I had that Jim has a conversation that ends with him punching someone in the face. I don't think that happened.
I don't think it did either.
Yeah.
I mean, he punched the Joker, didn't he?
Yeah.
But he got stabbed at the end of that convo.
He got stabbed. And I feel like that was already like his daughter was hanging over a vat. That was already like a fighting situation.
Sure.
Yeah,
sure.
Jim didn't walk into the Joker's office and be like, "Hey, what's up?" And he's like,
Yeah.
"I have a riddle for you. Punch." You know.
Yeah. That's what I
Alright.
was more thinking. I had that Bullock get stabbed, which, man, it feels like I was close because a lot of people got stabbed, but
Yeah,
not
a lot
Bullock
of
himself.
stabbings. A lot of
Um,
murders.
Yeah. I said that Bruce starts to build a bat cave, which I guess is implied because he has bat stuff, but we don't really see it. And then I have that Ra's al Ghul is the main bad guy, which I thought it was close because they kept alluding to like someone else is behind this, and I thought it might be him, but no. So.
Roz was in the previous Leon. Roz
Yeah.
is played by, I should have looked this up. He's the doctor in Deep Space Nine. He's also in Game of Thrones.
Oh yeah. I know who you're talking about.
And he's excellent. A lot of the acting actually is actually really is good in this.
Mhm.
The Joker, this was not a great or not Joker, sorry. Jeremy Velasquez. What was his name?
You can call him Jack. You can call him John. Just don't call him Joker.
Whatever the hell his name is. Cameron Monaghan is that actor's name, and he was excellent throughout this. This episode was not a great iteration of that, but
What are you gonna do? Yeah, I was like, you're a weird old looking dude now.
Yeah.
What'd you do to my
It's kinda-
Joker?
it kind of turned cheesy, but he was mostly really creepy, which was it wasn't like Heath Ledger, like, oh, this guy's gonna probably commit suicide.
Okay.
Because you know how that's like the whole deal with like Jack Nicholson told Heath Ledger like not to take the role supposedly. And
Yeah, I
then-
heard that.
And
Like,
then Heath Ledger died.
yes. Cameron, what's his name? Cameron Monaghan.
Yeah.
He's in the Star Wars game, the
Oh, nice.
Jedi Fallen Order.
He's
He's
a
the main
voice?
character in that.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
He's excellent. He's in Shameless, which I think is still on. Otherwise, we should totally do that. He's excellent in that. He's got a future ahead of him. He's definitely like a method actor who's has some cool characters. Who's probably pretty weird in real life, at least based on his
That
roles.
young man's got a future.
If he, stays crazy and
He'll do it. Joe, did we finish your predictions?
Yep, that was it. No points.
No points. Jimmy?
I also got none.
All right.
Did you even need to hear them?
No one ate a hot dog. That's all I know.
No berets, no hot dogs, no smooching. Bruce and Selena did not even actually interact. No, we didn't see Solomon Grundy, even though... So, spoiler is that Butch from the pilot becomes Solomon Grundy somehow. Don't even remember how. But
Which
it's
one's
great.
Butch?
He's Fish's like right-hand man guy who's
Oh,
hanging
okay.
hanging Gordon and Harvey by their feet in the meat hooks.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think we really talked about him after the pilot, but he was actually in it quite a bit. Falcone comes and reprimands him and says, like, Fish is overstepping her bounds. You can't just kill cops. You need my permission. But he's a big part of this series. And eventually becomes kind of some sort of undead zombie who's awesome.
Classic. All right. Well, I mean, hey, I guess that's it. We did it. We finished Gotham. It's good. Listeners, if you haven't watched it and we didn't ruin the whole show for you, now you know what you're going into. So enjoy. I think it's enjoyable. It's just
It is.
you kind of need to understand what the show is about. If you think it's about something, it's possible you might get very disappointed with your lack of Batman fighting if you're you're going in for that. But besides that, pretty solid. Okay, well, if you guys want to give us show suggestions or just talk to us or anything like that, you can hit us up at FNL Podcast on the Gmail and on the Twitter. And, we'll see you next Wednesday for another First and Last. Goodbye.